Loopy Godinez. Loopy Godinez gets her shot at a big dog, a former champion. This one's the next weekend, August 16th. For UFC 319, we got Andrade and Loopy fighting. I kind of thought Loopy was like the second coming of Andrade as far as like Loopy being this little powerhouse, because Loopy used to slam girls. Loopy used to be in there slamming girls too. She just didn't really have the same type of power that Andrade had. But Loopy, she used to pick girls up, man. She used to pick them up and slam them like pre-UFC and a couple of times in the UFC. So yeah, I thought she was gonna be that, but there was a time when I said, okay, Loopy be somewhere fighting Whaley around like top 5, but that kind of fell through. I think she's another one that doesn't really have that high IQ. Good boxing, but sometimes she doesn't wrestle enough. Another one that's kind of inconsistent. I like watching the fight. Believe me, her and Demopoulos, that's a classic fight. That wasn't even in the UFC yet, but that's one of my favorite WMMA fights. So let me say that Loopy is a fun fighter to watch, but does she win this fight? She can't fight to the level of her opponent here, meaning, she can't go in there and try to stand and bang. Like, she's got to box. She got to box on the back foot. She got to use her jab. And I'll say she's got to use her takedowns here. She's got to wrestle. Like, I think her best bet might be to take this fight to the ground. Because people try to say Andrade now is going to be this great fighter on the ground. But no, like, Andrade, it's been a while since she got down and dirty. It's been a while since she's got down and dirty, on the ground and submitted somebody. So I don't know. Like, if Loopy wants to abandon her wrestling in this fight. Like, if you're going to strike against Andrade, it's got to be outside game. I don't know if she can do that long enough. I think she could probably out wrestle Andrade on the ground for longer periods. She's younger. Her wrestling is good. And we just seen Andrade get handled in some positions on the ground. So I don't see it working out for her. Andrade, I don't see it working out for her on the ground like that. Should be a good fight, though. Do y'all see Loopy getting finished? Because Loopy's never been finished, has she? No. Loopy, let's take a look. Air Mike, what's up? He said she's a dog. Who's a dog? I think both fighters are dogs. Loopy is hot and cold. Andrade is always dangerous, but hasn't been in it for real lately. And that's what makes this a fight that Loopy should be able to bag. I mean, let's get hot tonight. Let's get hot that weekend, Loopy. Come on now. This is another fight. That I'm rooting for Loopy, though, because got to get these new fighters in here. Got to make them start taking this thing seriously. Like, I got to wake up, man, because that belt is not too far away. These girls are getting ranked. They better stop playing. When I look at girls like Aaron, Natalia, and Manon, they don't be playing. You know what I mean? They got to the top. They weren't playing. When they got matched up, they were beating girls. That's it. They were beating them. Loopy be kind of hot and cold. Lucindo, what is her name? Ricci. See, Ricci's starting it off. All right, Ricci's starting it off by beating Ebos. Lucindo's got to keep it going by beating Angela Hill. Loopy's got to keep it going by beating Jessica Andrade. And you see how they matching them up. They trying to get them out. They're trying to get Andrade, Hill, and Ebos out of the top 10 because they're all getting old. So trying to match these young girls up and give them a chance. So they got to capitalize. I really wouldn't be surprised if Andrade got a stoppage here. I really wouldn't. But I think Loopy's going to step her game up. I'm hoping. And I think Loopy might get Is it possible to get a decision against Andrade? Sometimes I feel like you got to go in there and stop her nowadays. You got to go in there and stop her. I don't know if Loopy got stopping power like that. Loopy's one of the rare fighters I got to see, and I never got to see in action. To be said, Loopy better use her defense while they standing. Yeah, I really don't see you know, I don't see Loopy's nose standing up to an Andrade punch, so she got to be careful. Her defense got to be on game. Got to be on game. Easy said Andrade fighting every other card now. Yeah, she's working. She fighting every other card. So she's always a name to kind of build off of. But I think Loopy got to go straight for the ground in this fight. That's the last thing I'm gonna say on that for now until a couple of weeks. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on, Loopy, do something. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not rooting against these older fighters. God, I dislike them or anything. Like, I just want to see the division keep moving.